Welcome back to another episode, and today we're going to take you on a little bit of a journey out of Rotherham, out of Sheffield, into the capital in London. So we're going to a very, very special event. So the Limitless Event, in terms of what we're going to get out of this and what you guys are going to get out of it, will be invaluable. I know there's a lot of people who will watch this channel, who will follow me on social media, who will have loved to attend this event. So what better way than to take you to the event itself? So it's an entrepreneurial event where people will do speeches about online coaching. So you've got big J's, and then you've got people from property developers to property investors. So we're going to kind of give you an insight into all that today in today's episode. So we're just at the services now, just grabbing a coffee, a bite to eat, and then we're going to get back on the road and we'll show you around the venue later on. To dive into a little bit of detail in terms of why I'm making the trip to London today, and it comes back to the point that you are essentially a creature of your environment. So you surround yourself with people, with like-minded people, you will grow as a person, and in turn obviously that will, in this case, this is great exposure for my coaching brand. I'm going to be talking to other coaches about their services, about what they deliver in terms of their education, what they've done to get to their standard. And not only that, like I said, there's other avenues such as property being discussed today. So I think it's so important in life, and I've said this on numerous videos beforehand, to surround yourself with those like-minded people. And I said that on my previous video with Elliot and James, that to really excel and to really develop and grow as an individual and as a business, you've got to surround yourself with the right circle. I mean, I'm dieting at the minute, so there's no drinks for me tonight. There's no off-plan meals. Whether there will be, we'll see. But I just really wanted to kind of touch on the value that we'll add. I know there's a lot of online coaches out there who'll probably watch this and would have loved to have come here. So I will try and get as much content for you as possible in terms of speeches. But if you've got any questions about topics like this, my DMs are always open. Yeah, I just think it's the key take home and the key message here is essentially just to surround yourself with like-minded people and always step out your comfort zone. Stepping out your comfort zone is huge for growth, so just remember that. Mr. Andrew Bray. Thank you.
So it only includes breakfast, basically, the car parking is not included.
So just touched down in London, just getting ready now, and then what we're going to do is head to the Bentley suite, I've been told, where the talks will be happening. I have bottled a talk myself, so Elliot and James do I want to give a couple of words in terms of how I've scaled my coaching business, and I don't feel the best, to be honest. I don't feel 100%, so I've said no, but I'm a little bit anxious because I think when I'm down there they might drag me up, but fingers crossed, but we'll see. But yeah, we're going to head down there now, so you're going to see plenty of what's to come. I think I forgot fucking car key. So on the way down here, I talked about surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, and not a lot of people know this, but as I grew as an online coach and scaled my business, there were certain people I looked up to, certain people's actions that I watched, and in particular, Chase was one of those, and still to this day, look up to him. He's one of the leading online coaches, and so we kind of stood with him now, and talking about that when I'm kind of in a position that I am is great. So kind of just wanted to make sure I got him on the YouTube and without blowing too much smoke up your ass.
But no, you need to remember someone else is in that position looking at you. Do you know what I mean? And I'm still in that position looking at someone else.
Yeah.
So you can't ever forget that. You know, we've all got someone, wherever we are in our journeys, I look up to someone, someone looks up to you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You know, the way you look up to me, don't stop what you're doing because
Yeah.
someone is now looking up to you. And you know, someone might have you in this position asking you the same thing. So just continue doing what you're doing. It's going to grow organically, putting out good energy, you're going to attract good energy and things are just going to grow. And obviously, you're very relentless in what you do. You reinvest in your business, hence why you've got a videographer here. So things like this go tenfold within your progression moving forward, 100%.
Exactly, and before this event, I'd never met you, had I?
I knew who you was, don't worry. But this guy's hot on my heels. But no, you know, you put yourself in ponds of different people, so there's positive energy, which sort of helps you grow, because again, you are who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, he was just saying like how he has his coaches getting mentored by like you guys. I think that's like a no-brainer for me, just to get him on board with you guys.
Yeah, so I mean, to be fair, Jake's actually came up with that idea. So it's like, well, you're going to get too fucking busy. You carry on the way you're going to be doing everything. There is a time and a place to do shit on your own, but you can't just start a business up today and go, right, I'm going to hire 10 people. It doesn't work. You have to build it.
You need to.
There's a point at which you need people on. That's good. That's a good point.
Crossing the bridge, isn't it?
It's at the right time. You need the right people in place. But you're at that stage now where, look, you're earning a great living. But we had this conversation the other day. I said to you, look, if you're happy with where you're at and you're happy with how it's going, don't change a thing. But you're telling me you want more. Well, then you've got to change. And that's what we're going to require people.
It's like fucking hard. Fucking hard. Because it's my thing. I built it. Fuck off, are you going to touch it or ruin it? Because right now, if it fails, it's my fault. That's fine. I can live with that. If I build this thing up and someone else fucks it up, but if you train them right and everything, and you put the right precautions in place, they can't fuck it up completely anyway. The thing that will make the business what it is are the people inside it. And if those people are shit hot, you'll do well. Elon Musk's business, Tesla, isn't the best car company in the world because of the fucking product. It's the best company in the world because of him. Apple didn't get where it was without Steve Jobs. I set the standard. The people in the business. So I invest in people now. Businesses. So whenever I get involved, because I invest in businesses now, I get to know the people that are behind them, because I know because shit will hit the fan, stuff will fuck up. If the people are right behind the company, they'll fix it.
We go back quite a while, don't we?
Yeah, no kilo days.
Yeah, so body power. We were both coaching at the time, but I wouldn't say we had real goals, would we? So fast forward, to like now, where we've both got passion, drive and goals clearly outlined. It's kind of elevated us to the positions that we're in today, hasn't it? And I think the key take home really that I'm trying to put across here is anything's possible if you've got clear goals set out with a clear passion and a clear drive, and that's why we get up in the morning, innit?
The thing is, like, for me, it's a case of, obviously 2 years ago, my goals were different to what they are now. So, like, you're going to always develop, especially in online coaching, because it's so fast-paced. Like, you could really accelerate, like, in the space of 3 to 6 months, right? And then all of a sudden, your goals and your motivation shift. So you've got to reset. You've got to reset and you've got to go again. And you've got to be like, okay, well, I've ticked this box off. I've done this, now what do I do? Because like for me now, I've secured my independent financial stability, so now it's about giving back to the family. I've got a situation with my parents where my dad will run out of money when he's 65, that's 2 years away. I've got to provide and bridge the gap for that, so that for me it's motivating me to get out of bed to be like, okay, well I'm not just going to be doing it for myself now, I've got fucking food to put on the table, so to speak, with my parents, and obviously that situation is something that gets me up out of bed, and it's a case of, like you said, targeting what you want and the conversations that you have with the people around you so important, because those conversations can either bring you down or push you up. Like, if you spend too much time around negative people who've only got negative things to say and don't have a positive outlook, it's going to be difficult to not think the same. Like, you're the sum of your own parts. Like, if you hang around with 5 millionaires, you can become the 5th millionaire. If you hang around with 5 fucking drug addicts, you'll become the fucking 6th drug addict.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's how it works. So it's about surrounding yourself with the right people.
Mm. And having the conversations you want to have to take it to goals you want to achieve. Definitely, like, I'd never thought about that, but my mum's like your dad, like my mum's in a position where, like, in 2 years, she's going to retire, but her pension's not that good.
Exactly. You've got to be
So, like,
you've got to find. And look, like, it's not our responsibility to do that, but I want to do that.
Yeah, of course.
I want to give back. 'Cause
Give back to the people who've given you.
I'm 24 years old. I'm still bouncing off my parents because I'm living. You know, I moved to Sheffield. I'm living with my parents until Sheffield's ready.
Yeah.
So they're doing me favours, and I'm 24. Like, they've got to come to a point where I've got to start giving back because they've given me so much, and your parents have given you so much. Where we overlook a lot of those things, and if they hadn't have done all that, and they hadn't looked after us as kids, and they hadn't supported us through our childhood, through our teenage years, through college, through university, then we wouldn't be in a position where we can give back.
Yeah,
It's
no.
as simple as that.
I look back and, like, when I used to compete, my mum would meal prep every single meal
There
for
you
me.
go, mate.
And, like,
What
without
a
that,
babe.
without that, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in today. Like, obviously, so it's giving back to the people. And I don't really talk about that stuff. I keep that close to my chest. But now you've opened up and said that, that's exactly what I'm kind of working on in the background to retire my mum, really. So, and it's good. So yeah.
That's what I mean. That's the kind of people want to know what gets Bembra out of bed, what gets Stephen Physique out of bed. You know what I mean? Because obviously you're going to have good days and bad days, but as long as you know the reason why you're doing it, you're always going to win it. You know, a lot of people would love to be in our shoes, but at the same time, a lot of people need to understand that there's steps to get to where we are, and there's conversations you need to have, and there's decisions you need to make.
Yeah.
And that's part of the journey, man. It's a great game, it's a great journey, and we're young, man.
It's constantly developing,
Of
innit?
course, bro. You've
got to keep working harder.
It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse because you'll be in a position where you're in a financially stable position, but you want more.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. Yeah.
It's about understanding, be appreciative of what you have, but also don't settle for anything that you don't want to go and achieve.
Yeah, I think you're similar to me in terms of, like I said to Alex on the way down here, I wake up every morning like I've got nothing.
Yeah,
And
100%.
that's what drives my work ethic, like I've got nothing, and then every day I will work continuously and religiously to be better and achieve more. So
Keeping things simple is the key. You know, the second you've probably been in a situation where you try and overcomplicate things, and it just ends up setting you backwards.
yeah,
So simplify things and lay out your X, Y, Zs, complete them on a day-to-day basis,
pave the path and you'll get there.
and then boom, step by step, and you're there. Simple as that.
So hopefully you've all gained a good insight in terms of what I meant at the start of the video, and that was surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals. So today I've got a lot of people who I look up to who have got a big influence on online coaching. So Jace, Stephen, who both give invaluable information, invaluable advice. So hopefully you come away from this and you feel like you've gained something, whether that's you're an up-and-coming online coach, you want to be an online coach, you're an athlete, you're a bodybuilder, whatever industry that you may be in, hopefully that advice will help you along the way. So if there's anything else in particular that you want to see from the channel, comment below, but in the meantime, like, subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching.